#1 seed, or the upset-minded Alabama State Hornets, who won the first 4 game on Tuesday. Traore just on the floor, first minutes.
Why is she your girl? We're not your guys.
We're just here. Jamie. Blocked by Kalkbrenner. Braden Smith is down. He came down awkward on that injured ankle. Traore lays it in, but a stoppage here.
And for Edwards on Malawach. Airborne. No. The tip, no. Traore right back up for 2. 11-6 the Tigers. Edwards stepping back, can't drain it. Rebound pops up. Racing for that. Traore. He'll go back inside with the left hand.
It's for the wrestling tournament. Listen at SMU to follow on E2. A rejection finds its way into the hands.
Nice pass through traffic. Sellers couldn't hang on to it. Turned over by Stanford. Here is Traore. Layup good. And that's the last thing you could. Here's Reynaud against Traore. Maxime at about 18 feet. Hepburn in Louisville trying to extend this run. Traore, a transfer from Long Beach State, inside against Reynaud. Score. Traore.
Shooter. But look at that graphic.
Yeah.
66% of their points, 49.4 points per game, come from either in the paint or the free throw line. That shows it's not a very good shooting team.
Hepburn on the drive. Feeds Traore. Kick out. Young, a deep 3. And Servant couldn't finish it.
He has
to rebound chance.
He has to finish those.
Kadir Traore on the drive.
We'll hear from somebody now.
Brent Hampton offering a coaching box warning for Pat Kelsey. Yeah, I know why you're laughing. Here's Traore on the drive and 1. Tough shot. And drops it in.
A good penetration by Davis, and then again, that's where the length factor comes in. Thomas is able to get into the lane and then shoot that little runner.
11:27 to go until halftime. Both teams been a little bit careless with the basketball. Cardinals have 5 turnovers, 7 of them for Florida State. And a good feed. Davis all the way to the cup, banks it in. Traore in transition, bucket plus a...
To managers, to everyone on the bench, to keep their focus and to bring their level high, bring a high level to the 40 minutes.
Good drop off, and Traore lays it in. Shots just not falling for NC State. They've had some good looks. Hadley with the size advantage this time, going to work on Hill. Slipped it for Traore.
That's that smoker.
Hadley going to work. Took some contact. Traore the offensive rebound, plus a foul.
You start looking at, or one of the things you look at is double bye in the ACC tournament.
Slick feed there.
You want to be able to stay.
Well, as quickly as these teams have moved up and down the court, Wes, there haven't been a lot of turnovers so far.
Out of the corner, Kadir Traore. Baseline into traffic, up and under, he scores. Ogachukwu all the way through, and Kidd had it stripped. Hadley, Edwards. Oh, nice pass, Traore.
She's off the rim. Louisville pushes it in transition. Edwards goes up and under. Perfect position for the foul.
Get back and guard the basketball. All 5 guys.
Brown, the floater does not fall. Here's Javon Hadley.
One thing that BC has is they have big guards. You see, Louisville plays inverted. They'll post their guards. They'll post Edwards. They'll post Hadley. And then they'll space you out and shoot their threes.
Traore, scoop to the hoop, and that's a goaltend.
That he has. He's always drawing up something new.
And Junior starting to heat up. That 2-second triple, and Boston College has cut it to 6. 2-possession game.
Where would BC be without him? It's just a terrific scorer and shooter, and he's a difficult shot maker. He makes difficult shots look easy. You can't give him open looks.
Cross-court pass finds Dion Brown. He can't hit it.
Good play coming out. Good execution in three, just unable to go down. We're at a critical point here with BC. A lot of time left to try to get back in, but you got to get stopped.
Nice spin move.
Effort, especially has galvanized his defense for Georgia Tech.
Inside, contact, getting his own rebound and throwing it down is Traore. Gonna have to force it up there. That's a good defensive effort right there by the Cardinals, and here comes Louisville the other way, and a lay-in is good.
You have good shots, and you know what? That's a good way to get a shot. If you're McCollum, get down, absorb the contact, and finish at the cup.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be a good matchup, as Smith is having a hard time defending him. And here's the guy that's had a nice second half outside.
Ripped out of there by Scott. Spillers cleans up. Fredrickson a three. Boy, it's been a hard road for Fredrickson now. 12 of 63 from behind the line. And one of his last 9.
Chucky Hepburn doesn't make many mistakes.
Yep. Inside, Traore.
100%. 100%.
He'd never come off the floor.
Never. No. If he had 4 fouls, he'd be hiding in the zone someplace. And I'd be saying, don't foul.
Edwards for Hadley. I wondered if Boeheim was having a little bit of a flashback tonight, though, Corey, because Chucky Hepburn and Rain Smith out there handling the rock. I mean, he had some combos with the orange. McNeely lost it. Here comes Traore.
And 4 free throws late against SMU Wednesday. Edwards all the way. Traore rips it away from Buchanan. Aboubacar to hit a 3. He had 33 straight games with a made 3. He might be at back-to-back games without one. Another rip away by Hepburn. Traore spinning and winning.
Doug, if I'm Syracuse, I'm continuing to look for Chris Bell, and that's not a good shot by Bell right there, but you know he's hit 2 early threes. You want to continue to look for him and see if he can continue that streak.
Jaquan Carlos into the game, trying to defend Hepburn. Good ball movement by is up and scores.
Doug, how about Kyle Cuff? They're coming off a great second half versus Boston College. Really, without him in that Boston College game, they don't win. A guy who comes...
And Bell now has 10 points after his back-to-back buckets. Now from his favorite spot on the floor, left the 3 balls short.
If I'm Chris Bell, I'm going to continue to shoot the ball. Make or miss, you have to continue to be aggressive and play basketball.
Traore's team.
Come on, Damian Dunn, man on a mission.
Traore open and wins one against UNC and then on the road against Virginia in the last week. They've moved squarely into the conversation as Traore wins it back to the Cards.
To finish that point, they jumped 21 spots since the North Carolina win at home and the Virginia win on the road.
First time since 1990 the Cards winning in Charlottesville. 5 to shoot for Hepburn. Into Traore. That's rejected by Lockett, but they're going to count it and say they interfere.
Them out, but you got to trust your veteran guys and this 10, you know, where the game is right now. 7-point game.
Oh, great backdoor feed, and Traore goes hard with 2 hands.
Wiggins for 3. Home run pass. Bang from Traore.
Job to close out on him. Traore along the baseline, went up and was sent back by Kofi, but he stays with it and finishes.
Size, solid athlete, shoots a good ball.
Here he is trying to make things happen off the dribble, too strong off the glass. Rebound taken by Edwards. Louisville's done a great job on the board so far. There have been a lot of misses. There's Traore from the perimeter again, working against power. They clear out for him. Power falls to the floor, and Traore finishes again.
Traore's not a weak individual. He just bounced off of him.
It's very well put together. Comes up with another steal here. Here's Edwards from the wing. Kofi cuts him off again. Smith off the pump fake. Look at the feed inside for Traore. Create tough shot from the foul line area.
Really tough shot. Nice job. We have some extra jawing. Elijah Saunders and Traore getting after it in the low post.
On both ends of the floor. Here's Scott. Hands it back to Hepburn. Under a minute to play. Scott rolling to the basket. Traore is going to let fly from the wing, and he gets the friendly.
James Scott realizes that he can come down and help at the end of the shot clock. When you're a smaller guard and you have to switch off like that, just maintain your verticality and your physicality when switched off on a bigger player.
Hepburn turning the corner, finds the cutter. Aboubacar. He gets off the ground in a hurry. Neely trying to get free, catch, shoot, off the mark. And Scott able to save the rebound. Here's Hepburn again. A hop in his step. Louisville by 6. Hepburn just working on Ames inside the paint. Finds the cutter again 2 times in a row. Traore just...
Let's see how the Cardinals manage without him. Waterman lines up at 3. No good. Traore there to clean up the spill for 2.
6'9", 250. Wayne Smith comes away with it. He's got Traore with him. And it's a slam for Aboubacar.